Is this in English or in Spanish? This is Spanglish.
Reviews.
Wednesday is the new Netflix series based on the emo daughter of the Addams family. And I thought this was going to be a comedy?
Yo también. No me esperaba un thriller de acción.
TLDR, the character of Wednesday, keeps getting expelled from every single school and she ends up in Nevermore, the low-cost Hogwarts where her parents studied back in the day. For some reason, she becomes part of this 25-years-old prophecy and a series of events keeps hunting her. People are getting killed or disappearing and nobody knows who is responsible. If I had to describe this series, it's a mix-up of a game of Clue with My Chemical Romance and Harry Potter.
Básicamente.
This is both the strength and weakness of the series. The acting is perfect, but the characters are not. On one hand, we have Wednesday. She's best in slot hands down. Jenna Ortega owns the role and carried the show on her back flawlessly. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even recommend watching this. Period.
Oh, me encantaba el baile. Parecía una zombie.
Yeah, she pulled the forbidden moves there. Great scene.
La actriz inventó la coreografía, ¿sabías?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's sick.
Yo igual prefiero a la chica lobo. Me recuerda a Luna Lovegood de Harry Potter.
Yeah, Annie Sinclair is definitely the second best character. You're right. It's a perfect contrast to Wednesday gloomy aura.
Morticia también estuvo bien.
It was played by Catherine Zeta-Jones and it was also good. But that's pretty much it. Every other single character, it's okay at best or mediocre at worst.
Sí.
The school director looks menacing but does nothing throughout the whole show. Draco Malfoy is more developed than I initially thought it would be, but it added nothing to the story. Then we have Black Friday, Madame Sprout, and this crazy psychologist. With that expression, you will assume she makes dolls with the hair of her 9 cats. And don't get me started with the male characters.
Los roles masculinos en esta serie son tan aburridos.
Yeah, they are bland, submissive, and boring as hell. They are either useless or just plot devices.
No me sorprende viniendo de Netflix. Son peores peleando, pensando, entrenando, bailando.
The only one that deserves redemption is this fucking hand. A hand! The best man in the whole show is not even a whole person. It's like a man winning Woman of the Year competition.
Let's move on. Oh, casi me olvido del niño abeja.
Alright, Eugene! Yeah, hammers forever, man. Hammers forever. There are a lot of interesting shots and close-ups which works really well for the actors. The lighting is spot on. The ambience is somber and cold all the time, which is very fitting. One thing that for some reason is not good is the main monster CGI. It looks like shit! And when everything else looks good, it sticks up like a sore thumb.
Bueno, por lo menos compensaron con el diseño del hombre lobo.
Yeah, they look like the Lycans from Harry Potter on the Underworld saga. They are scary and unpredictable.
Sí, me sacó el mal sabor del último que vimos. Disfruté esa película, pero el diseño en particular... Ugh.
For some reason we didn't get the snappy song. Instead, Tim Burton and Danny Elfman decided for an orchestral music where the cellos takes the main spot. It has deep and dark tones which represent Wednesday and the atmosphere of the show perfectly.
Es similar a lo que hicieron para The Night Before Christmas and The Corpse Bride. A mí me gustó.
I agree. Way too predictable. It tries to mess with your theories as it goes on, but 90% of the time you will be right from the start. It's fun, but don't expect too much.
Si quisiera jugar a Clue, simplemente vería Dark.
They are not even in the same universe. Not even close. Everything related to Wednesday is pretty great. Her dialogue is entertaining. Her distorted reality of what is good and bad is really well put together. Things that sounds good for most people will be used as negative expressions, and things that are hateful or insulting will be taken as compliments. It's not new, but it's clever.
Ella es lo mejor que tiene la serie. No importa cómo lo mires.
That's it. Everything else is flat or uninspiring. There is also a thing that bothers me to death, and it's unnecessary politics sprinkled here and there. It's not all over the place like other shows, but it is there. In a certain scene, for example, a character that doesn't use social media or the internet will tell another one that she doesn't want to be mansplained, and that doesn't make any fucking sense in real life, less so in the context of that particular scene.
Ay, son tan densos con estas cosas.
To give you some closing thoughts, I think this series is a meh show that gets to an acceptable point just by the sheer acting of Jenna Ortega as the main character. For that reason, I think you deserve this.
Bless.
Your performance saved the show. Be proud. You elevated that 5.5 into a 7.0. Impressive. I would say if you are my mother or a parent older than 55 years old, you will love the show. Guaranteed. If you're just bored or you don't take movies and series seriously like a fucking critic, you will enjoy this meal of the raw entertainment. But if you are that friend that is looking for the perfect recommendation, that juicy that never misses, this is not one of them. You can try some episodes just for the main character, and that's pretty much it. That will be all for now. Remember, you can leave a comment or a like. I usually prefer comments because I like to talk with the people that watch my videos. So please take care of yourselves and see you in the next one.
Nos vemos la próxima.
Abrazo.
Chao.